Talkopolis, the social media TV network for your city.
Hey guys, welcome to Nashville's Health and Wellness program, proudly brought to you by Middle Tennessee Health and Wellness magazine. Make sure you race out and grab a copy of that. They're all over the place, so do that indeed. Today we are at OsteoStrong and we're here with owner Kyle. Welcome, mate.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us. I love the idea of this. I've been a gym junkie my whole life, and certainly know the significance of bone density and bone structure as you get older. Tell us a little bit about your business.
Sure. What we are is we're a non-pharmaceutical way for increasing bone density, but not only bone density, strength and balance as well, and like no other way you've ever heard before. In fact, what we do is very scientific to the point where it only takes about 7 minutes once a week, and people can come dressed as they are and they're not going to break a sweat. The cool side of it is we actually guarantee results for people that are concerned about bone density. The system works to increase it, and we see increases of 4 to 12% bone density per year. But on the strength aspect of it, we actually guarantee that we'll increase your strength by at least 50% per year. It works on balance and agility as well. But we're not a gym, a diet, or a drug, or we're not a supplement either. So it's fantastic, and it works for virtually everybody at any age.
It is, and I know myself, being 36 and being in the gym playing sport my whole life, and it starts to get a little more difficult to maintain that muscle and to keep that muscle, and strength, more importantly, it starts to dip off. We talked about it a little bit off camera, but talk about that and the myth that, I don't have to go and do rep after rep of bench press to try and maintain that strength.
Sure. There's generally two types of workouts, if I were to classify them, or really three. You've got your cardio side, strength training like we understand it, and now OsteoStrong and what we deliver here. Three completely different things. Cardio is going to work on your heart. The working out in the gym and doing like Insanity, P90X, or classes are going to seek to cause inflammation, make your muscles sore. They get bigger and they look better beach body. But what they don't do, and what that type of strength training doesn't do, is it actually doesn't increase muscle fibers. You won't really get any stronger. What we do is we have a system here that will increase muscular strength like nothing else you've ever seen. It is unbelievable. We've done before and after combine studies on young athletes. We've worked with people with 30s, 40s, 50s, even up to people in their 90s. And we've had people come in here with canes or walkers who simply just don't need them after a month or two of being here. It works that quick. In fact, what we do is we have people come in here and try 2 free sessions because we can scientifically and with our computer printout show you that you're getting stronger just after 1 session. So you'll come one for like a 10-minute session, 1 week, come back again for another 10-minute session a week later, and immediately you're going to start seeing the results. For people that like to work at a gym, they love this because they supplement it. We don't compete with gyms. We're not that type of environment. People could come in here if you're an athlete or you like to work out, try it session. Within 30 to 45 days, your workouts, and I really don't care what age you are going to get substantially easier. And we hear the same thing almost from everybody who works at a gym. And they say, is it possible that after just 4 or 5 sessions, I could feel so much better? My boot camp classes have gotten easier. And my wife's like that. She likes to work out and do those kind of things. She loves it. But, after the age of 30, everybody starts to atrophy, and you can work out and you can eat right, and that will slow it down, but you won't actually increase. If you did, or if you could hold on to your youth and your strength and your agility, then we would see professional athletes playing their sports into their 30s, 40s, and 50s. But every human being, regardless of who you are, starts to atrophy, and we reverse that. We've had people now using our system for several years who are actually stronger now at the age of 40 and 50 than they were in their 20s.
Well, I think that's a really important point because from what you've told me as well, low impact. I mean, so you can be 90 years old or however old moving forward and still maintain that skeletal system that is holding you together. I think that's the incredibly important point here is that I think up through your 30s, and I can attest to this, it's kind of about the looks and everything else, but then those little injuries, those niggling ligament injuries that connect to your bones, the skeletal system is so important as you get older and does get more and more brittle. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, what ends up happening through osteoporosis, and people aren't really thinking about it till their 50s, but your muscles and your joints will start to atrophy after 30. You just start feeling it a little bit in your late 30s and 40s where you get that, my shoulder doesn't feel right, or my elbow doesn't feel right, or my knees are starting to crack. And you start attributing it to old injuries, and it could be. But oftentimes it's because your muscles are getting weaker and your bones are slowly getting weaker and your posture starts to go down a little bit. And what ends up happening is these little injuries, you start to abbreviate your life. Okay, you start protecting your injuries. So if I have joint or back pain, there are things I just won't do that I did 10 years ago because of that joint and back pain. And what we could do by increasing bone density, and many of our customers who have degenerative disc disease, which is a big deal with men over the age of 40, joint pain, knee pain, hip pain. We've had people come in who needed knee and hip replacement surgeries, and they don't even have hip and knee pain after a couple of months.
It's fantastic.
We had a guy, several guys actually, come in, but one jumps out in my mind. He had degenerative disc disease so bad for 20 years that any amount of movement caused him pain. Sitting down for 30 minutes caused him pain. The guy was contemplating suicide. He's my age. He's 45 years old. The only thing keeping him from doing it was his wife and kids. Within 2.5 months here, he's been pain-free for over a year.
That's brilliant. And I think on the back of your board, you actually put up the success stories, which is the majority of the clients, I can tell you, and the percentage of which they've increased. And the success stories are pretty phenomenal. So.
It's unbelievable. And it's like nothing you've ever experienced. You're not going to break a sweat. You're not going to feel sore the next day. You're going to question whether or not it's even working. And so we can show you a chart that was going to show your force production and your strength increases, but it's really what you're going to feel in yourself. Sure. And I'm my own success story as well. I've had all kinds of sports-related injuries in my knees and my hips and my shoulder and I'm 45 years old, and all those problems have gone away.
Yeah.
And my wife was like, your posture's getting better. And I'm like, that was a big deal because I owned a computer company and did a lot of those kind of things. So
and we all like comments from the wife that are positive, which is also good.
You don't get those very often.
Let's talk about quickly before we finish up. We briefly talked about off the camera that you can actually come in and get a bone density scan via your hand. Just explain how that works as well.
Sure. We offer, what people will do is they'll go get a full body DEXA scan. And a DEXA scan determines your bone density. Where are you at and how are you comparing to somebody with healthy bones? People start getting bone scans usually over the age of 50. And you can get one at any age, but that's when people start getting concerned about it. And all a bone density scan does is tell you, are your bones getting weaker? It doesn't tell you what to do about it. We actually provide a solution for that. So what we do, instead of charging people for bone density scans, is we actually have a system here that will do a DEXA scan for you and tell you whether or not you're at risk for osteoporosis. And we give one for free for anybody who wants to come check it out, no obligation. And our prices are very simple, month to month. If you don't like it, you can leave anytime you want, but you guys are going to love it.
Well, I think it shows the how much you believe in the product by offering, of course, everyone who's watching this as well, the chance to come in for 2 free sessions and also to get that free bone density scan. So just tell the folks at home where they can find you to take you up on this fantastic deal.
You know, the best thing to do is just to go to our website. We have got several locations there. We are a franchise concept, so we are growing different locations, but here in Greater Nashville, you can go to OsteoStrong.me, OsteoStrong.me, and see our locations. Contact one of them, set up a free bone density scan or just a free session if you like, or both, and come check it out, and that's the way to do it.
And we are, of course, in this wonderful Cool Springs office, and Kyle is the owner, and we thank you so much for your time, mate. We really do appreciate it. I think it's a fantastic product. I'll have to try it out myself, and we'll see you next time on the Nashville Health and Wellness Program.